Hello, my name is Michelle, and I'm taking you on or introducing you to my water fasting experience. This video is to inform about doing a water fast and to be included amongst the many other wonderful YouTube videos out there concerning water fasting or fasting. I'm currently on day 6 of my water fast, and thus far I have been drinking my water with lemon, although I felt I should switch to just water, so I have done that today. I will tell you about my previous day's experiences as well as just record it from here as I see fit. I started out expecting to do a 4 to 5 day fast, though I was open with the length of time in my mind, and I've since decided that I want to continue. I'm not sure how long I will go, so we will just be on this journey together. My desire to fast has been floating around for some time now, and just the other day I felt I was ready and I said, okay, I'm doing it. I consciously didn't do too much prep for it, although through natural occurrences, I definitely had gotten myself to a place where I was good to start. I recently went through a life change where I left a toxic, over 2-year romantic partnership, and I moved all my belongings out of the state I was living in and into my parents' house. So I'm here for the time being as I make that great transition. For a long time, I have been eating healthy, meaning high raw, high vegan, not so much bread or processed foods, just very health conscious and nutrition oriented. I had cut sugar and the craving for sugar out of my life, which, by the way, cleared up the acne I had that had plagued me since like high school through my 20s, and cutting out sugar cleared it right up, along with self-love. I both cut the sugar out and had a very decisive moment where I loved myself even with my acne, and both of those at about the same time, and combustion happened, magic exploded. Yeah, my acne disappeared. It has been awesome. My dream come true. Okay. In my last 2-year relationship, I kind of fell off the healthy eating wagon because my love interest was not on the same page as me. But during that time, I did do a lot of emotional cleansing and mental detoxing. It was kind of like a 2-year therapy experience. Now being stationed here at my parents' house for the last month, I recently have got back to the way that I like to eat, and that's looked a lot like smoothies, vegan soups, etc. Along with the clean diet, I've instilled back in myself, I have started exercising in the form of running and some weightlifting, natural weight like push-ups, and lots of yoga, breathing, and meditation. And it's been wonderful. My interest in exercising has been mainly to get my blood pumping, to move my lymphatic system, and help rid my body of its toxins. Doing the yoga, breathing, and meditation has greatly increased my focus and calmed my emotional state. And overall, it's given me a greater sense of well-being and purpose in life. It's been really good. Along with all the emotional work I did in the past 2 years, I continue to now be present in my life, and I continue to emotionally release. Usually that looks like crying or dancing, shaking it off, whatever form it takes, but usually crying. Okay, so it's at this point that I am, and fasting popped back in my mind, and I gave it a few days to start because I am super reasonable and resourceful, and I wanted to finish eating all the produce in my fridge, so all that good stuff like organic spinach and organic berries. I couldn't just let it go to waste. So I waited a few days, and then I started. Okay, so I started my fast again thinking I would be journeying on a 4 to 5 day water fast, though I totally fibbed and told my parents 3 days so that they wouldn't freak out, which they did anyways. Um, but creeping up on the 4th day of my fast, I just didn't feel like I had accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and so I decided to continue. Fasting, which is not a crazy concept, allows the body to come back to a state of balance, and it can cure food allergies. This is where I should say I'm not a doctor, and you should definitely check with your doctor before fasting. Although, make sure that he or she is a good doctor and cares about you and isn't just trying to make money off of you and having you come back time and time again, but a really good doctor that understands the body and its health and its ability to recover. Because real health and real recovery is possible, and we can work together to achieve that. So, fasting has been known to cure food allergies, diabetes, asthma, high blood pressure, reducing inflammation in the joints, or curing rheumatoid arthritis, and a myriad of things. And that just happened when the body's out of balance with itself. So giving the body time for the heart, other organs, for the blood to get back to their natural functioning is what heals and helps to heal the body. Fasting is also known to be a fantastic weight loss tool for anyone overweight because it uses the fat cells. It starts digesting the fat cells, turns that into your energy. And this works as long as the person incorporates new healthy ways of diet or exercise once they're done with their fast, instead of going back to their old habits that cause that weight gain. It detoxifies the body. It gives greater clarity to the mind after the initial days of weakness, which I'm experiencing right now. And it can even be used to overcome addictions, which that may need to incorporate a support system or professional help. My reasons for fasting are: 1, I have felt bloated and my stomach has been bloated for so long. So I've just wanted a good cleanse and a reset. Resetting the functioning of my organs, if they need it, possibly clearing out parasites and worms, because that idea grosses me out and I definitely don't want to have any of those, which I may do an additional fast in the future which specifically targets that. Yeah, it just grosses me out. Okay. Reason 2, my body has scoliosis, and although I don't show the aggravation of it so much in my outer world, I am constantly plagued with the feeling of being out of balance, twisted, in a state of discomfort, and living with a low level of pain that I think I just got used to. And I'm hoping that fasting will bring my body to a state of balance where I don't feel this discomfort and I can be free of it. And I do believe that my body can readjust and realign so that I can feel that fantastic. The third reason is I am just interested and excited, and I believe in all the wonderful things that come from doing a water fast. Because I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. Alright, so my experience thus far. Day 1 was great. I wasn't hungry. I was just excited and motivated for what I was embarking on. I did some yoga and some great self-massage with a tennis ball and some foam rollers, and I did some meditation. Day 2 was good for most of the day. I did notice that my sense of smell increased, and that was apparent the moment my dad opened a can of cat food, and I definitely smelt all of that. And since day 2, I've noticed my smell has also been on the up and up. I was a little tired this day, but I wanted to assist my body of ridding itself of toxins, so I did do some yoga and I ran on the treadmill for 15 minutes and then took a hot shower. I also One second. I also did a self-enema on this day, which I had done colon hydrotherapy in the past under the assistance of a professional, but this was my first at-home, done by me enema. And I have to say, it was incredibly easy. I was so surprised at the simplicity of it. This did cause me to have a small bowel movement, just some harder, small pieces. And so far, on day 6, I have not had a bowel movement since. And this is not TMI, by the way, as we were talking about cleaning and detoxifying the body. But I don't believe in TMI anyway, unless you're asked by someone to keep a secret of theirs, a sacred secret, and it's not putting anyone else in harm. Otherwise, bring on freely giving out information and taking in information. It's just information. So day 2, all good until dinner time. Now, I've already said I ate pretty healthy previous to this, and on this night my brother had his son and his girlfriend's son over, both younger children, and my mom was making a kids dinner consisting of heating up frozen chicken nuggets, tater tots, and a squash from her garden, dipped in egg and breadcrumbs, and then fried in oil. And oh my god, yum! The smell of this incredibly appetizing meal, salivated all up in my mouth, and I literally came into crisis mode over this meal. I came into crisis mode deciding if I should break my fast or not. And I even had my mom and the kids saying, it's not even that good. And I was like, no, this is the only food I want right now. This is all I want. But I persevered, and to be honest, when I went to bed, I was not sure if I had made a mistake or not. So, okay, moving on, days 3 and 4, I worked at an air show locally representing a brand, and at this event there were food trucks everywhere. And food that normally wouldn't tempt me or I wouldn't want, I wanted everything up. These were hard days. I wasn't hungry, and I haven't been hungry so far, but the sight and smell of food has metaphorically killed me. I have thought so many times to break my fast, even to the point that I put a piece of funnel cake to the forefront of my mouth, and I was breathing in its warmth and its sugar, and I resisted. Not only was I wanting to eat everything, I was wondering if I was crazy. Crazy for doing the fast, crazy for suffering and wasting all these good food opportunities, and would the fast even be worth it? But I pushed through, like I seem to do, and I've made it here to day 6. So concerning other symptoms, day 3, I was tired yet functional. Day 4, I was moving slowly and I was tired, and I took every chance I could at work to sit down, and I didn't have a very lively energy. Yesterday, day 5, I was so tired, lightheaded, sometimes a little nauseous, and I even felt the beginnings of a headache, though it never quite surfaced. And I've also been cold, so cold, and my lips have been chapped, and my mouth has been pretty dry these last few days. All the previous days, I had been drinking loads of water, but yesterday, day 5, I just drank according to thirst, and same-ish with today. Although today, again, I started without the lemons. Today, day 6, I have a little more energy. I find I can really spark that energy with my mind, though, if I want. But overall, I'm just giving myself time to rest, and that feels really nice. I may go for a jog outside later this afternoon, and I actually have a massage scheduled later tonight, because last night my body was really achy, and I also want to help rid the toxins from my body, so a massage will be great. So yeah, I hope this has so far been informative, and I'll keep updated with the experience. And you carry on, carrying on, and being the best you can. So till next time. So it is day 8 today. It's actually 5 hours to being completed of day 8. And I actually decided last night that the thing I wanted most right now is to end my fast. So I'm calling it a 7-day fast. But yes, I'm ending my fast today on day 8. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, last night I was deciding about something else, and I asked myself the question, I was deciding if I should work this weekend, and I was like feeling anxious about it. I was like, well, if you could have it any way you wanted, how would you have it? And my answer was, I want to stay home and I want to end my fast. So yeah, super excited. So I'm ending my fast today. And I'm ending it with this vegetable broth. I don't know how much I'm going to drink, but just some good vegetable broth. Gonna chop up some garlic and onions and put it in there, and then I'll probably have like applesauce as well, my mom's homemade applesauce later, and call that good for today and just go from there. It's been so awesome overall. I'm super happy I've done it. I plan to do more fasts in the future. I especially want to do a like one focused on parasites. I especially want to do that. So I read like fasting on bone broth or vegetable broth with lots of garlic and onions. Kind of that inspired my breaking of my fast today. But yeah, so an extended fast of just that or some other parasitic cleansing fast. I'll have to look up like what other things there are. Yeah. So yeah, so yesterday, I mean, that's all about the fast, but yeah, so that's all about the fast. I've been pretty tired thus far. I never really got that burst of energy people talk about. Um, do I say too much? No. Okay, let's see. So, okay, so concerning like weight, if you're interested, I don't know. I didn't weigh myself before, but I was about 118, 120, probably something like that. And now I just weighed myself and I'm 107, which I was shocked to see that. I don't feel like I've lost a lot of weight. I feel a little faint and a little tired. I mean, I haven't ate, but yeah, so that's kind of the weight, like 10, 12 pounds, whatever. But I feel good. Like my body feels good, and totally recommend fasting. There's tons of different ways you can fast. Fast one day, 4 times a month. Fast you've heard intermittent fasting, so you start like 8 p.m., 7 p.m. and go all the way till noon or something. Give your body a nice chunk of time. There's every other day fasting. I mean, you can do whatever you like. This is an awesome journey, and I'm way excited to do more in the future. Experiment with it. This is kind of just an experiment for me. I felt like I ended it sort of abruptly because I could have just gone another day, another day, another day. But I'm so excited to eat. You don't even know. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with the fasting. That's pretty much it. I gave myself a nice abdominal massage last night with some castor oil. Castor oil is very detoxifying. You can make a castor oil pouch or whatever. pack it and put it on your liver, put a towel and a hot water bottle over it, and that helps detoxify the liver. Anyways, I warmed up some and gave myself a good abdominal massage, in the way that sorry, in the way that the intestines will eliminate. So for me, I'm going counterclockwise. Yeah, and that felt really good. I recommend that, doing that anytime. Helps your body digest. Um, yeah, so that's about it for fasting. If you have any questions, let me know. But there's so much information out there. It's so wonderful. I had to convince my family I'm not crazy. My brother said if I end up in the hospital, he's never going to talk to me again. He was just joking, but they care about me. There's lots of info out there. Yeah, so, all right, that's it. Unless you want to hear a little bit more about my day yesterday, I'll talk a little bit more about emotional releasing. I had a super hard day yesterday, actually, which was good. Everything's in its place, right? Okay, stop. Uh, so, yeah, so I've been having a super hard time with my dad. So, a very central person in my life. And yeah, I've been having a hard time. I'm living here at the house right now. We just butt heads. We're both very strong personalities. We're both cancers. And there's been a lot of childhood buildup, stuff that I didn't feel as a child. I stuffed it away. That was kind of my survival mode. I stuffed away my feelings. We didn't talk about feelings in my family. And living here at the house, and honestly for years, when I visit, we'll be good, and then we'll get to that point. And it's too much. And yesterday was especially hard because there had been a few days of this building up. I got so angry yesterday, so angry over a small thing, but again, stuff built up, just miscommunication, feeling like I'm not being listened to, feeling like I'm not cared about, the controlling parent, blaming me and insulting me. I've had kind of nightmares where he's kicking me in the stomach constantly, my willpower center, just kicking me, and I get angrier every time, angrier. I had a hard time for the first portion of yesterday, and I brought out my journal and I wrote it all without any filter. And then, how's the lighting? While I was writing all that, I know, you can't hold on to anger. You can't. It kills the person who's feeling it. It creates diseases. Okay, I can't hold on to it. I can't ignore it because my dad is a central figure in my life, and I love him. Okay, let's not mask that, but so I can't just ignore it because there will always be this space in my life where I can't go because I just get angry when I go there. So yeah, I'm writing all this in my journal. I'm like, I know, but I don't want to let it go. I'm so angry, I don't want to let it go. You know that feeling? It's but it's not fair. It's not fair. I want him to listen to me. I want him to hear all this hurt he caused me through my childhood. That now he'll just say, Michelle, let it go. Let it go. That's old stuff. I'm a changed man. Just let it go. You'll feel better. And I'm like, this is years of pain. Okay, and I've I've tried a lot of different things in the last few years, like years. Um, I've tried just saying, it's just him, ignore it, just let him be, that's just him, don't get rifled about it. I've tried improving myself, which I have a lot, so working on my own forgiveness, working on my own compassion, on my own calmness of mind and reactions and stuff like that. But that pain and that hurt, that anger really is still there. So yeah, journaling all this yesterday, and I ended up listening to I keep some emails uh, in my inbox, and then when I'm kind of ready to read it, I'll open one up. So this one was about grief, and I cried through that one. It was really good, and it was a whole little process I had with myself. I ended up coming to the conclusion that, okay, what is the one thing that I can do right now to change this? And I'm willing. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to let it go of the anger, but I have to. I mean, I want to, I choose to. Right? What is the one thing I can do? And that, for me, is changing the default statements in my mind. So, like, if he walks into the room, and it's to this level of frustration right now, if he walks into the room, I'm like, oh my God, he's here again. Or if he's talking, I'm like, so annoying. Or like thinking stuff like, he never uh, cares about anyone else. Just all these little thoughts, the negative comments. So I wrote a list in my own little personal journal. Woohoo! Where I wrote these statements that I'll think. Like, all my frustration, all the negative thoughts, and then I wrote what would be a good thing to think that's the opposite of that. So that sounds like, look at this lovely human being. He's unique in his own way. This precious person just wants to be loved and wants peace. We can do this together. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. So yeah, stuff like this. He's a valuable, caring person. The last one's my favorite. If I think that I don't like him, like, this man has worked so hard to change, to listen more, to be the best dad he can be. He was so excited to become a dad and show what he's got. His dad left when he was 5 or 6. So he was so excited to be a dad and to love his children and be there for them and support them and to be loved back by his children. All he wants is appreciation and to be happy. He's a good man. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Yay! So, yes, it changed my day yesterday. I did some like yin yoga after that and just was really with myself, and then I went out with my brother and his girlfriend with their children, and that was really fun. Diary of my life. Alright, I think that's like been long enough for you guys, right? Yeah, again, this video is probably just interesting for anyone who wanted to know more about fasting, emotional release techniques, just feeling our feelings and stuff like that. That's what I'm super passionate about. Blah, I'm talking too much now. Alright, so, okay. Mwah. Mwah. Sunshine and butterflies and all the other crazy stuff that we have to deal with and choose to deal with in a good way. I wish you all the best. Till next time. And I'm so excited to eat. Alright, bye. Cheers. Boy. Hi, I wanted to share a ending for this video. It's kind of gone in 3 parts, and this is going to be the third part. So I'm very big on following the intuition of my body. Following what's laid in front of me, I'm always wanting to do the best thing for my body and have the truth and whatnot. So as I go about my process in life, my researching, etc., also my experimenting on myself, I'm always trusting what I'm being led towards. So upon finishing filming that last segment, and I broke my fast, that day I was led to the first time I was open to it, to the carnivore diet. Yeah, the carnivore diet. Carnivore diet. How freaking weird. Okay. So this kind of blows my last 10 years of my life out of the water. Where I've been like high vegetarian, vegan, raw food. I haven't ate a lot of meat. That's just been how it is. I've, juices and etc. And yeah, this was not pre thought about or anything. I finished my fast, and for some reason, there it was on my computer screen. I don't even know how I clicked around to get to the carnivore diet, but somehow I clicked on something, and there it was, and I just knew, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to me. It's kind of like, I want to explain it like if you look at the color of my, what's this called, jacket, and I mean either, you're going to see blue or purple. I'm not going to get into that, but to me it's purple, and so if I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's purple, or if I look at my shirt, that's yellow. I don't really have any emotion about it. It's like, yeah, the grass is green outside. So that's kind of how I felt or didn't feel when I all of a sudden on my screen was the carnivore diet, and I knew that's what I was going to do next. It was like, yeah, there it is. That's it. Honestly, that morning, the same morning of the 8th day of my fast, I would not have been open to it, I don't think. It just kind of happened. It's very peculiar. But I am so excited. Oh my God. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of round out this video and end it there. That I've been on the carnivore diet for about a week now. It's been about a week since I filmed that last segment, since I ended my fast. And I feel fantastic. I feel so good. Yeah, so I'm not going to get into it right now very much, but I feel so good. And yeah, so I'll probably maybe do something about that sometime, make a video about that, but I just wanted to round it out with this most interesting video. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck on your own journeys. I think we're all just here for each other. And yes, I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day, October. So peace out. Thank you for being you. Peace. Bye.